You've been told the story your whole life. Neanderthals were stupid. They were primitive. They were losers who got replaced by smarter humans. Every single part of that story is wrong. Neanderthals survived for 300,000 years. Modern humans have existed for about 300,000 years total. We haven't even matched them yet. And the weirdest part? You are carrying their DNA right now. Part of you is a Neanderthal. Let's start with the thing that should genuinely scare you: their bodies. Neanderthals had bones twice as dense as yours. Scientists can measure it. Their leg bones, arm bones, rib bones, all of it built like reinforced concrete. Their muscle mass was roughly double that of a modern human. Not a fit modern human, double the average modern human. You're probably the weakest human that has ever lived on this planet. Neanderthals would have found you physically unbelievable. Now think about what that body actually did. They hunted cave bears. A cave bear was roughly the size of a modern car. It could kill you with one paw swipe. Neanderthals hunted them up close with spears. They hunted woolly mammoths. They hunted woolly rhinoceroses. They hunted horses and bison in Ice Age blizzards, wearing animal furs with handmade stone tools. No rifles, no traps, no safety net. Just a Neanderthal and a mammoth and a spear in the Ice Age dark. Modern humans who fight bulls for sport are considered extremely brave. Neanderthals did something infinitely more dangerous every single week to feed their families. And here is where the dumb caveman story really falls apart. Neanderthals buried their dead, deliberately, with flowers, tools, and objects placed beside the body. You only bury your dead if you believe something happens after death. That is not the behavior of an animal. That is the beginning of religion. They also made jewellery from eagle talons. They created pigments and decorated shells, wearing them as ornaments. Behavior we used to think only modern humans were capable of. Now add to all of this, Neanderthals had bigger brains than you. On average, their brain volume was larger than yours. Now bigger doesn't automatically mean smarter, but it absolutely means they were not the vacant, slack-jawed brutes every movie ever put on screen. So how did they survive 300,000 years? Let me paint you a picture. Ice ages mean temperatures dropping 30-40 degrees below zero. Entire landscapes buried under glaciers. Animals dying. Plants disappearing. Neanderthals not only survived this, they thrived in it for geological epochs. Through climate shifts that wiped out dozens of other species, they built shelters from mammoth bones and animal hides. They made controlled fires. They stored food. They cared for their injured and elderly. One Neanderthal skeleton found in Iraq had severe injuries that had completely healed, meaning others kept him alive for months while he could not hunt. They had compassion. They looked after each other. That is not what happens in a species of dumb, violent animals. And then, about 40,000 years ago, something remarkable happened. We arrived. Homo sapiens spreading out of Africa, and Neanderthals and modern humans met. The old story said we killed them. We outcompeted them. We were smarter, and they simply could not keep up. But the DNA tells a completely different story. We didn't just fight them. We mated with them. For thousands of years, Neanderthals and Homo sapiens lived side by side and had children together. And if you are not of entirely African descent, you carry the proof in every single cell of your body right now. Between 1% and 4% of your DNA is Neanderthal. That doesn't sound like much until you realize it is in every cell. Trillions of copies of them inside you, and some of that DNA is actively helping you. Neanderthal gene variants have been linked to stronger immune responses, to better cold tolerance, to higher pain thresholds, to faster wound healing. Your body's ability to fight off certain viruses may partly be a gift from a species that has been extinct for 40,000 years. Other Neanderthal variants have been linked to blood clotting, to depression risk, to how your immune system overreacts. They are not all good. They were built for a different world. That world was the Ice Age, a world where getting an infection meant death, where pain tolerance determined survival, where the cold was the enemy. You are living in their evolutionary afterglow. The same code that kept them alive in blizzards is still running inside you, making decisions your conscious brain doesn't even know about. Look at your hands. If you can curl your fingers in a specific way, if you have certain ridges on your fingertips, if you have a particular jaw shape or brow curve, you might be seeing them right now. Some researchers think traces of Neanderthal anatomy are visible in living populations today. The wide nose bridge, the heavy brow, the thick neck, features we dismiss as quirks. So what actually happened to them? Why did they disappear if they were so strong? The honest answer is, we don't fully know. Climate change played a role. Our arrival changed the ecosystem. Competition for food and territory increased. They didn't just vanish in a battle. They faded slowly, interbreeding with us, their population shrinking over thousands of years, until the last ones were gone. The last Neanderthals may have lived on a tiny patch of land in southern Spain, isolated from everything, for thousands of years after the rest were gone. They lasted longer than our entire written history. Every civilization humanity has ever built, every empire, every war, fits into a fraction of the time they survived. And the most human part of their story is this. They are not entirely gone. Every time you catch a cold and your immune system fights back harder than expected, yes, that might be them. Every time you feel weirdly comfortable in the cold, that might be them. Every time something about your face or your body doesn't quite fit the standard modern human template, that might be 40,000 years of them still showing up. You are not just a human. You are a human with a Neanderthal inside. And that Neanderthal survived things you can barely imagine. Subscribe, and next week I'll show you the ancient human ability that modern science says you have completely forgotten, but your body still knows how to do.